Good evening, everyone. Prime Minister, good evening. Members of the Cabinet, good evening. My name is Denise Caleb, and I live in Old Wood Village. My question is for the PM and for the Health Minister. My mother passed away at a nursing home in Antigua last year. And this is a very sensitive moment because it's approaching for the 1-year anniversary. And I have been going back and forth to Antigua on countless trips to find out what has caused her death.
This is Antigua.
It was during the time for the COVID, and therefore the facility wasn't able to give answers. And so my question to you tonight is, who is these facilities, these care facilities that are caring for the elderly, who are they accountable to? Is it, who are the ministers that are accountable to the families that are not so and so and so, or that are not the high-class people in Antigua? Because I tell you, Prime Minister, I have made over 10 trips to Antigua trying to find out what is the cause of my mom's death. And my mom had just left New York City from visiting with me and went home. And she had a mild case of dementia. And that was it. We had to place her in the care facility on a daycare service where we were dropping her and picking her up in the afternoons. And I only got a call to say that she passed from COVID. And when I got to Antigua on the next flight that I could get there, I was turned upside down, running from the funeral home to the church service. And let me tell you, the burial that she received was less than a cat or a dog. And in New York, people value their animals and people value their pets. And the treatment that I was given in Antigua, I am telling you that it's the human life I couldn't imagine. I have written letters to the health minister. I have hand-delivered messages to the door. I have written letters to the PM also. And as a day I'm standing here, I haven't received any answers from anyone in Antigua. So my question tonight is, who are these care facilities? Who do they answer to? Or who do the health minister answer to? Who answers to the families, the grieving families? Who?
Let me extend condolences on the passing of your mother. The letter that you purportedly wrote to me, I'm not questioning whether or not you did, but that certainly did not reach me. On the issue of the cause of death and the protocols at the time under which your mom was buried, I will ask the health minister to address those issues.
Thank you, sir.
Well, you know, Mr. Prime Minister, I really was touched by the presentation here, and I'm really sympathized.
You want the mic? Put it a little closer. That's all. That's all.
Yes, I must say that I'm really touched and regret that you went through that experience. I think that your mother was at a private facility, and that is fundamentally the problem. We are in the process of establishing legislation. As a matter of fact, the draft legislation, it's called the Health Facilities License Act. I can give you the name of the bill.
Please,
that is going to be before Parliament. This bill is to establish the standards for anybody to open a nursing home. In the history, is that many people, if they're a nurse or they're a doctor, they could open a nursing home and there was no legislation to govern or establish the standards. We're hoping that within a short time, the Attorney General has that legislation. It's kind of late for you, but we know the problem. I'm familiar with the issue, and I tried to probe in the issue, but I did not get anywhere because the private facility has not responded with the information that we would need to make an assessment. And we are not in a position legally to do anything because there is no legislation. I regret, and I'm hoping that I would say to you, don't give up your trust to get answers. If you come, we can communicate. I'll work with you to see if we can get the private facility to respond appropriately.
I will be there in November. I will be there November the 8th. I will be there. And may I add also that one of the doctors that, as they were waiting to take the body, the doctor that they wanted to get the release slip from, we were told that that's the doctor for the clinic that was in that region. So my understanding of it was now the community clinic was perhaps one of the management of this facility. And so therefore, it's a whole big web that is just it's not clear.
Well, let me clarify something for you. We have doctors that we pay to function within the community clinic, but they have a right to have private practice. That is all over the world. And that doctor was functioning in his capacity as a doctor for a private facility, not working for the government, unfortunately. And so when you come in November, I would like for you to come and see me. I'll work with you to see what we can do for the private facility to give you some answers. You deserve some answers.
I thank